People, it's Thursday again. I've got some great stuff to talk about. I've seen two shows, fantastic shows in the last week. We'll be talking about those. I've got some mystery mail from overseas to share with you, and I don't know what's in it. I don't even know where it's from. So we're going to find all that out tonight on the stream. We've got Thursday Thangs happening on a Thursday here live from my house. So let's get into this little intro for the show tonight. Are you ready? I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Well, I'm just a big fan of grotesquerie, you know.
Behold, the 5th generation of home computer entertainment.
Boing.
Well, hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I hope you can hear me. I did not have the opportunity to test the microphone, but I think the microphone's been working fine lately. I don't think we have anything to worry about. Greetings. Thursday Thangs in full effect starting now, right? I'm going to start saying hi to you guys. And we always love to give full and proper extra respect to whoever comes to this chat very, very early and posts first. And that's David Trahan, otherwise known as Record Man. What's up, David? Good to see you, bud. Hey, look, Adam 2545 is here. Good to see you, buddy. Hello to you. And of course, my good friend Jeff Young. How's it going, buddy? Steve is here. And Douglas is here. Douglas, that beautiful pink background with a white D. So good. Oh my God, who else is here? Raymond Amico. Are you kidding me? Hey, everybody. Man, this guy here. You guys, okay, I've known him for many years. Ray has tour managed Devo in the past, over the years. Big Devo fan, has a Devo tattoo on his butt. I'm outing you as a Devo butt tattoo haver. Ray, it's good to see you, buddy. Really good to see you, man. We need to catch up on the phone sometime. I've just been crazy busy. Steve Y4P4. That's a crazy name, man. I'm sure it's got a meaning, though. Mrs. Geeky, hello. Good to see you, as always, on this beautiful Thursday. Warp Dog Record Hound, greetings to you. And congratulations again on doing your vinyl community-related video on your channel. I like that. I like when people do stuff. Tim is not going to be here tonight. Tim contacted me a couple hours ago and said that he would not be able to make it. But he'll catch up with me later. So hope all's well with him. He probably just got tied up with some personal biz. I can't wait to open this later, you guys. I don't know what it is or who it's from. I'm guessing it's going to be from England, but I don't know. But look, first things first, all right? Let's do this thing where you tell me things about the last week. And what we like to call this is positives. That's right. Positives, where I ask you to tell me something positive that happened to you since last Thursday. It could be you made a new friend, you made some money, you got something crossed off your to-do list, you saw a cool concert, got a cool record, found something cool at a thrift store, learned how to play an instrument, whatever it is, whatever positive thing in your life that you can share with us. But please start your comment with the word positive in the chat so I know what you're referring to and what you're talking about, because it can get pretty tricky to figure out what you guys are talking about sometimes. Raymond Amico loves stuff. Hey. Hello, everybody. Hello, Amina. It's so good to see you. Always good to see you, Amina. Very cool. You know, Amina, a friend of ours, a friend of mine, another guy on the VC here, the Vinyl Community Channel, I think his channel is called Rock Hard Vinyl or Rock Hard something. He did a video recently on the Thor reissues, the German Thor reissues. On gosh, I can't remember the label that they came out with. Anyway, the new Thor reissues of Unchained and Only the Strong. So I just saw that an hour or so ago by chance. Reg Bloor, what's happening? You got a Kickstarter deposit for Symphony Number 4. Okay, right. You've got this project going on, and I thought it got fully funded, right? Did it get fully funded? That project? I think you told me it did. I'm hoping it did. Yeah, tell me more, Rich. Howdy, Spud Byro. What's happening, man? Devotional veteran right there. That's for sure. For sure. No doubt about it, devotional veteran. And speaking of devotional veterans, there's Zuna Tuna, a.k.a. Emma, who did the illustration and animation of the Positives intro that we just saw. How you doing, Zuna? Jill and Gary with Two of Us Live, as always. I'm glad that you guys come here so often. I really dig it. Thank you for that. Oh, and there's Adrian. How are you? Greetings. Hope you're having a good time in Hawaii. I still want to visit. Yes, yes. Rock Hard. Gosh, I can't remember the full name of the channel, but it's a VC related channel. I think the name of the video is something like the strongest release he bought this week or this month or whatever. So he talks about the two or three Thor records. So he talks about some Cleopatra releases as compared to the new German reissues. So anyway, it's pretty interesting. Rock Hard is the channel, part of the channel name, and then I think the word strongest is in the video title. So try to look that up. And I think he's a subscriber of mine, so you might be able to look at my subscribers. I don't know. Richard Noise. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I'm down one man tonight, down Tim, so that we would need to just make sure enough people got on screen with me, which would be 3 other people. If we can do that, I'm down for making noise for sure. Oh, cool. Fully funded, and you got the money for it. That's great. That's great. That's really good news. Positive, says Richard. I had a hot date with a girl I've been trying to get with for years on Friday. Oh, nice, Richard. Congratulations on being a lover, not a fighter. That's cool. That's a good feeling, right, Richard? That's a really good feeling. I remember those feelings. Douglas, positive. Last Thursday, I played the Family Feud at our local church. Played the Family Feud. Like you guys enacted some kind of like Family Feud game show at a church. I think there were some Family Feuds in the Bible. Duty Now Michael from The Goose, otherwise known as Michael Proskin. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. Positive, says Zuna. I've been really into the Boomtown Rats lately. Oh, my goodness, Zuna. Okay, I'm not a fan of the Boomtown Rats, but I come across their stuff every now and then at thrift stores. And so I'll keep my eyes open. I may even have something on my eBay page that's Boomtown Rats. I can't remember, but I will keep my eyes open for you. That's really cool. Yeah, I never got into them, but I will keep my eyes peeled. Okay. Check this out. Amina says, Truth Seeker. Amina, positive. I built a Devo inspired computer for my nephew, even though he doesn't know who Devo is. It looks awesome. I'd like to see pictures of that. Amina, that looks pretty. A Devo inspired computer. I've never heard of a thing like that. Oh, what's wrong with Tim's dog? Is that why he couldn't show up? Oh no, something's wrong with Tim's dog. I know the dog has been in and out of the doggy hospital lately. Oh no, I hope everything's okay. I had not heard of that. Well, Spud Byro, that is a bummer. We're supposed to be talking positives, but yeah, I hope Tim and the dog are okay. Of course. Warp Dog says, positive, got a temporary roommate helping relatives having a tough time. Oh, that's good for both of yous. That's a positive for both of yous. That's cool. And then Bill McKenzie has a positive. I was able to acquire a new bass guitar, Fender, Player 2, Active Jazz Harvest Green. That's over my head, but it sounds really cool, Bill. That's cool. A new bass guitar. If I was going to, I never learned how to play bass, but I think if I tried it, I would be better at it than guitar, just because I got long fingers and long arms. But I've always been fascinated by basses. Every time I see one that I could pick up and fiddle with, I always do. Like the Soap Girls, my friends, the Soap Girls, let me play with the bass a little bit last time I saw them. Yeah, I'm fascinated by it, but I've never really played one. Yeah, so positive for me, and positive for me is I got this cool shirt last stream, and it was a gift from my friend Ken in Austin, Texas. It was a cool bar I went to while I was down there on tour with Devo, and I forgot to buy this shirt. I took a picture of it, and then I forgot to buy it when I left the bar. So I think I made note of that on one of my tour scrapbook videos that I put out over the last year, and he said, "Oh, my son lives right down the street," so I had him go run and get you one. That's so cool. Yeah, so cool. That's a positive. Also, positives for me. I saw some great shows since last Thursday. So, last Friday, the day after I stringed with you all, I went to Carborough, North Carolina, to see this guy, John Spencer. Now, John Spencer, as many of you know, has been in bands like Pussy Galore. He's also been in John Spencer Blues Explosion, among other projects over the decades. And I've known John just as an acquaintance for years. We probably met back in 2010 or 9 or something like that. And over the years, I've seen him every now and then, but I think it's been like 10 or more years since I've seen him last time, maybe 15 years since I've seen him last. So it was cool to catch up with him. He put a fantastic show on. It was sold out. It was at the Cat's Cradle back room. I love seeing shows at the back room. I saw Surfboard there years ago. Yeah, so that was cool. Let me get to some of these positives you guys are putting up here. Hold on a second. I'm trying to. Oh, there's the bass guitar. Okay, here's Lily Ferret. Lily Ferret. I can't say it. Little Ferret. Positive. Found Social Fools on YouTube. I've never heard it before. Oh man, cool new find to me, Devo. Now, if you didn't know Social Fools, you may not know the song "Turn Around." Now, "Turn Around" was the B-side of "Whip It" when Devo released "Whip It" in the U.S. as a single. Nirvana covered "Turn Around" on one of their albums, classic albums, and you should check out "Turn Around." Yes, you should. That's interesting that you didn't know Social Fools. Social Fools is an old Devo song. Hey, Grandpa. Everybody, it's Grandpa. What's up, love? Grandpa, hope you're doing good. Sending love, Grandpa, out there to LA. I'm glad to see you here. And hopefully we can make you laugh. About stuff. Now, sometimes the devil can make you laugh, especially this one. But speaking of the devil, I got a show to tell you guys about as soon as I get through these comments. But Grandpa, Roxy, love you. Nice to see you here. Could Harvest Green be a fancy name for freshly picked booger? Now, Warp Dog Record Hound, I think that's the best thing I've heard. I think that's a very smart. You're a thinker. That's why you came up with that. Now, Emma. Oh my God, Pussy Galore. I love their penetration on the cell phone cover. Oh yeah, they covered. I'm going to get to that. Okay, I'm going to dive into this John Spencer story in a second, and I'm going to show you something related to that. And yes, I love Pussy Galore. Yeah, for many years I've loved that band. Greeny Acres is the place for me. I used to love that show when I was a kid for some reason. I don't remember anything about it except the theme song. Positive, I didn't lose electricity during the snow blizzard. Well, Steve, I don't know where you are exactly, but I'm in North Carolina, and last weekend we had an ice sleet storm. And I think it was more sleet than ice, thankfully, but it still kind of shut things down for 2.5, 3 days here. And now this weekend coming up, we're supposed to get like multiple inches of snow on Saturday, which I don't know if we will, but if we do get something like that, I think it's going to be cold enough to like maybe have it sit around for a while. So that might impede my going out and doing things schedule, but thank God I have a lot to do in the house. So I'm good. Oh, Zuna's saying hi to Rocks. Little ferret. Yeah, I just can't get my tongue to go little. I can say little, but not little. You got me on the little. Greets, Cape Cod Ken. Nice to see you, buddy. Always. Incesticide. That's the name of that record. I don't know a whole lot about, I don't know details about Nirvana, but I do know that that was a great Devo cover. Grandpa's gonna get better, Grandpa. Everybody sing to Grandpa, okay? Grandpa had a rough time this week with a pet. So we're sending love to Granny. I mean, Gramps. I'm Granny. That's Grandpa. Okay. There's a long story about why I'm Granny and she's Grandpa, but that's the way it is. But yeah, send hearts to Roxy Dot. Going through a tough one right now. Jerry Layton, what's up with you, brother? You creative genius artist, you. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Exchanging niceties with Zuna. That's good, Roxy. That's good. Mrs. What's It? You just randomly popped in my feed. I've been watching our Decides Positive thing. Hey, check this out. Now, Miss What's It? I hope you don't, Mrs. What's It? I hope you don't mind me using you as an example of something. But people, this is why I ask you, sorry, to click that little thumbs up button, because if I get enough likes, thumbs ups, whatever you want to call it, if I get enough likes on the stream or on my videos, it helps my stream come up in other people's feeds who may be similarly weirdos or freaks or nerds or geeks or whatever the hell, asymmetrical, and it gets in their eyes because of the interaction, of the participation that you show my channel. So I appreciate you coming by. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you like the video, and I hope you come back. I try to do this every Thursday from Raleigh, North Carolina, my home, when I'm in town, which is last 2-3 years has been a little challenging with touring, but I'm here now for a few months, a couple months now before I go again. So yeah, I'm really glad that you're here, Mrs. What's It 11111. Thank you for being here. Craig Maddie, I got my cat Grace groomed. I've never had a cat groomed in my life, but that is very cool. Craig, you were asking me about Trio and Zig Zig Sputnik records. I do have a Trio 12-inch. I believe it's a promo 12-inch. I'm not sure. It's just one of those die-cut DJ sleeves, Trio, one song. Maybe it's Boom Boom. I can't remember. But then I think I have a similar Zig Zig Sputnik 12-inch. Not really a picture sleeve, but just a DJ sleeve. I'm not sure if you're interested in stuff like that. Let me know, an email or whatever. Jerry Layton's vehicle is back in service. I know how that feels. That's good. That is good. And Jeff is sending welcomes to Mrs. What's It. Little ferret. Little ferret. I figured out that if I use the bucket heater, I got a goddamn piece of fucking pistachio stuck in my throat or something. I was eating some pistachios right before I got on the damn thing here. Now let's go back to this. I figured out that if I use the bucket heater in a 5-gallon bucket with a sub pump, melt the ice up with, wow. Now see, there's another really smart person in the chat. I couldn't come up with that. Nope, my brain does not work that well. Thank you, Jeff. This is very nice. This is very nice. Love you, Grandpa. Hang in there, kid. Hang in there. Like I told you, there's a couple of positives that happened in this situation. I know it's hard to see right now, but could have been worse. And I know you don't want to hear that right now, but it's you're going to be fine. We will be sending you love. Yeah. Nah, Roxy pulls through. I know for sure. Click thumbs up. Hey, Chase. Thank you. No, it does help. It's ridiculous, but you have to trick the algorithms into thinking that this is content worth sharing. You know what I mean? Oh, you're great. And look, basically what the channel is I've dedicated my life to rock and roll, to music. I collect it. I make it. I work for bands. My whole life is rock and roll, music in general. I'm a collector. I've got records and tapes and CDs. We talk about all that kind of stuff. We talk about going to concerts, which I'm going to do really soon here. And I like cats. I like weird art. And I'm kind of a freak in a certain nerdy, geeky way. You know what I mean? So yeah, can't wait to come see you come back. And here's an old channel favorite here. Here's someone who's been coming to the channel for quite some time. Cats do groom themselves. That's why I was, well, you know, some fancy cats need some grooming. Like you're kind of a fancy cat, Deadwax. You need grooming every now and then. I don't need grooming. I am groom free. B. Thurman. Speaking of freaks, here we go. I am here, Michael. Hi, Michael. I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad you're screaming at me. I love that. Sub pump or a sump pump? Well, now there's a question. A sump pump. Sump sub. I'm going to get tongue-tied. Heckfar, howdy, y'all. Back at you, Heckfar. Nice to see you. That's true. And Grandpa lives up to lives up to that. A simp pump. I don't know why I like the term simp pump so much. Grandpa's going to pull through. Grandpa's pulling through. Oh, my God. Also, pistachios, don't choke on them. It's not comforting. Oh, yeah. Roxy, give back the love there. That's cool. I'm glad you guys could share some niceties here. They called him the simp pump in high school. Oh, man. It sounds like one of those things you find out about a politician or somebody in office or some leader of something and, you know, in your feed. They called him simp pump in high school. Oh, most things sound like a 90s punk band, but it would have to have an oval logo. Well, I guess 90s indie rock band or new metal band, they might have an oval logo. Punk band, I don't know. They might have who knows what kind of logo a 90s punk band would have. I guess maybe a Sex Pistols ripoff logo. Who knows? Anyway, let me talk about these concerts. So first of all, John Spencer, right? Now, the first time I saw any band that John Spencer was in was when Pussy Galore did their Groovy Hate Fuck tour in the 80s. I believe it was 85 or 86. I saw them at a club called The Brewery here in Raleigh. Great show. Fantastic. My friends, the Beatles, Beatless, opened up for them. And it was fantastic. And so big fan for a long time. And then I saw John over the years. I saw him at Devo shows. I would see him play with Blues Explosion and stuff. And a long time ago, I believe it was in 2014, I got him to sign my copy of Sugar Shit Sharp, which has Penetration in the Centerfold on it back in 2014. But me, not really thinking it through, I had him sign it in like a bright green marker, like a bright green Sharpie. And of course, when I put the record on my wall to display it for many, many years, 14 years, the green just faded right off because I have skylights and windows up here. So the green faded right off. So I brought it to him again in 2026, and he signed over the old signature in gold pen this time. So it's not going to, so you can see the old signature behind it. But he wrote the same stuff. So he signed it in gold. And there's the back, in case you're wondering. There's John right there. He always got good pants and shoes, that guy. He's always got some good pants and shoes. So that was one thing I brought him to sign. And I figured I'd just go all out and get him to sign another thing from my Pussy Galore collection. This is my other favorite album. I mean, Groovy Hate Fuck is my first favorite album. This is not really an album. This is kind of like an EP, right? But this, Dial M for Motherfucker, the cover, the music, the title, everything about it, I love this album. So I got this when it came out way back in the day. And you can see John now signed it there in gold paint pen. And he told me a story about this. Now, this guy, I forget who this guy was. I figured it was John Spencer, but it's not. It's somebody else. And he told me it was like maybe somebody from another band or somebody that worked at the apartment complex, whatever it was. But this room right here, this building in New York City. Oh, and the gun was owned by somebody in the band Unsane, he told me recently. So, but this room here is actually a rehearsal space that John still owns. John Spencer still owns this room. And mind you, this came out in 1989, this album. So John still owns this room, this practice space. He said that, of course, Pussy Galore practiced there. Cop Shoot Cops practiced there. I believe Unsane. A bunch of bands he listed off that have practiced there. But he still owns it. I think it's more like a storage place now, he said. I'm really bad with remembering details. My ADHD, whatever the hell damage I have, prevents me from remembering a lot of things. But he told us a lot of great stories about this album cover. And so that was a victory, getting those things signed. I have a house full of like cool autograph stuff like that. And I always make sure to basically display it, which is why it gets faded and whatever, but I'm not going to resell it. So I don't care. But yeah, I think it's important to have the fruits of my labor as far as getting these autographs all around me in the house. And all those records you see behind me, I think every one of those is autographed. I believe, except for maybe one or two, all of those are autographed. Now, here we go. So let's scroll up here. Okay, Simp Pump. Okay, dude, I went to school with a kid, says B, named Jensen, who would go and whack it every class. Jack off Jensen. Well, I mean, he may have been proud of that title. High schoolers are relentless. You didn't show up. Okay. Yes. 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 Good friends can get you through anything. That's true. I just mentioned a discussion of what happened, whatever it is. Yeah. I didn't want to bring it up until you brought it up, Roxy, but yeah, a very long-term family member of Roxy. It's the worst feeling, but we're going to move past it, Miss Dot. What are you talking to me, Jerry? Video tours of my pad? Is that what you're talking about? I'm guessing. That's all condolences. Yes. Yeah. The pets, losing the pets is the worst. It's the worst. We've all been through it recently, and horrible. But it's nothing that friends and rock and roll won't fix eventually. We are going to see, Roxy, here's the thing. Tim, I just found out through somebody in the chat, is dealing with his dog who is sick, his long-term buddy who is sick in the hospital today. So I feel for you guys. And, so Tim's dealing with that, I believe, right now. Tim didn't tell me what he was dealing with. He just told me he couldn't make it tonight. But then somebody in the chat said his dog is sick. So Tim is not sleeping. He is dealing with his sick dog, but I see why you would guess that. I understand. So let me talk about this. By the way, John Spencer was so cool. Okay, so we got there a little early to talk to him before he got all into rock mode and performance mode. So we got there early, and he's very cool. And he's such a Devo fan. Like that's why I know him, is because he's a Devo fan. And he was asking me all these great, Devo fan questions about the band. So we were talking, and then they were so nice, the guys in John's band, and John gave me some shirts. I think this is the current shirt for his current tour, because it's not Blues Explosion, it's just him, and I think he plays a mix of all the band songs. That's what I heard, but I think this is the shirt from that, and I don't know. I think this might be just something they did for fun. This is the same. This is the current tour too. So that's John Spencer's body with, of course, Alfred E. Newman there. And there's the back. That's the current touring band. And I believe the tour is called Sick of Being Sick. So I love me some shirts. And of course, when I go to these shows of bands that I really like, I got to get a shirt and I got to get the flyer if at all possible. And I did that for John Spencer. John Spencer and the Hitmakers. That is correct, my friend. How are you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a minute. That is correct. John, that's what he's touring with right now. Wait, actually, no, I don't think it is the Hitmakers he's touring with right now, is it? I think that might have been a previous tour. He's in so many things, so I can't keep it straight. Okay. Try to send your package. Wait, not me, right? My package? No, wait. Oh, no, Dead Wax. Dead Wax is getting a package. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay, so how do I get that off the screen? There we go. Oh, now. Okay, you're trying to send me something? Oh, okay, well, cool. No rush. I appreciate whatever it is. Thanks a lot. I do like getting mail, and I do have some mail to open from overseas. I don't know what it is. We're going to open that later. Now, let me tell you about the next concert I saw, which was last night. Last night, I got to see a band I've wanted to see for decades. Wait a second. Grifter 2023. Hi, your channel popped up. Just watched Pearl Jam blast out. Real me baseline just wrong. Grifter, Pearl Jam. That guy Eddie Vedder, he's a big Devo fan, and we talk a lot about Devo here because they're my favorite band. A lot of my friends here are big Devo fans. So if you Google Pearl Jam Devo, you'll see Pearl Jam doing a Devo cover song, at least one, during their live sets. Sometimes Eddie wears a Devo shirt on stage, but yeah, Eddie's a big Devo fan. Just putting that out there. And thanks for coming by the channel. I hope you decide to subscribe, like the video, and all that stuff people ask you to do. But I've never heard Pearl Jam do the Who, but that might be cool. Now, O'Hare, what are you talking about here? Some bad shit going on. I've just been dancing with Chung. What? Wait a second. O'Hare, are you telling me what? I'm not sure what you're trying to tell me, if that's a joke or not, but I do not know what that. Well, don't miss Devo and the B-52s. Okay, let's just say don't miss it. Don't miss it. I know, Adrian. I had to throw that in there. Yes, for you. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you, says Grifter. Yeah, welcome. Yes, I remember Eddie Vedder wore a Devo button I gave him, a big button, like a vintage 1982 Devo button. He wore it on stage when Pearl Jam was playing, and those big video screens that they show the artist on at those festivals. There was a big close-ups of Eddie with this Devo button on, and you could see it clearly on the screen. It was so cool to see. Yeah, that was really fun. So this, yeah, it was the lenticular spud button. B, yeah. So check this out. The next concert I saw was last night. It's a band that I've liked for decades. They're a band that's from Ohio. I've never seen them live. I probably discovered them, I'm going to guess, early 90s, late 80s. I can't remember. I think it was early 90s. And the band is Nunslaughter. Nunslaughter, that's right. Black metal band, been around for a minute. Their singer, Dawn of the Dead, D-O-N of the Dead. Great guy. He's the one member that's been in the band the whole time. This is their Headless Jehovah tour. And they played here in Raleigh at a place called the Poorhouse. They played with a band from Charlotte called Angel Massacre. Now, I thought it was funny how Nunslaughter had a band called Angel Massacre opening up for them. Because I would have thought like Angel Massacre would be a Nunslaughter cover band or something. But Angel Massacre was okay. They were a different breed of black metal. They were the more theatrical, corpse paint, candles and skulls on stage. They were very theatrical, kind of slow. Well, not slow. They were brutal black metal, but they were a different vibe than the Nunslaughter gig. But I liked them. They were good. From Charlotte, North Carolina. But Nunslaughter, I got to say, stole the show, obviously. And after I saw this band Nunslaughter play last night, I thought to myself, that's one of the most kinetic, if not the most kinetic metal band I think I've seen in a long time, if not forever. They just lots of action and energy on stage. And a funny thing about Nun Slaughter is if there's a few different logos. One of the logos has Nun stacked on top of the word slaughter. Now this one has the words run together, Nun Slaughter. So you can actually read this as Nun's Laughter, which is how I like to read it when it's on one line like that, Nun's Laughter. So anyway, got the flyer, of course, before the show because I have to get the flyer. Also, I bought the shirt. Dig it. Dig it. Dig it. Look at that. Look at this. Heck yeah. You're going to see me wearing this on the Devo tour somewhere on a day off. And of course, I had to roll up and meet Dawn of the Dead. And the bass player, his name is Michael. They were really super cool. And I brought a couple of things for Dawn to sign. One of the things is this vinyl came out, oh God, years ago, 2001. Nun Slaughter, Hell on Germany, live. There's the Nun's Laughter logo. There's Don. Don looks like just like that. He looks exactly like that these days. That's Don. So I got him to sign that and got him to sign this very rare early Nun Slaughter CD. This is the first thing I ever bought of theirs, Hell's Unholy Fire. And so I got him to sign that. In the same gold paint pen, I got John Spencer to sign stuff in just because it was convenient. So there's some rock stories. Also, let me mention that I shot the whole set of Nun Slaughter. It's about a 45-minute set. Shot the whole thing on video. I will be posting that on my YouTube channel tomorrow morning. And I gotta say, man, kinetic is the word I want to use to describe their great set. It was I really enjoyed it. It was fantastic. Roy, drinking some water. Nun Slaughter is black metal, Douglas. That's for sure. Yep. Now I think if you're ever curious about whether a band's black metal or death metal, I mean sometimes there are bands I think that kind of muddy the waters between the two. But typically, if the band's imagery and lyrics and whole aesthetic is kind of Satan and evil and bat wings and pentagrams, then it's black metal. If it's blood and gore and stuff like that, skulls and that's death metal. But yes, there are bands that kind of right, like Carcass, completely death metal. Even though some of the band members, namely Jeff, the singer, wears some satanic or anti-religious stuff, they are a death metal band for sure. For sure. DJ Tris, hello. And the kitties, they're snoozing, but they say hello too. Tongue, Michael, got my ticket for Manchester. Oh, wait, you have tongue cancer. Okay, get that taken care of. I'm sure there's a way to take care of that, right? I'll see you in June. Do you know how to get in touch with me via email? If so, you can probably just Google me and my email will pop up. I have several emails, but get in touch with me before then. I would love to meet up and say hi. Transmitting live from Mars. How are you? I'm trying to figure out what your little, that's the werewolf, isn't it? Isn't that Wolfman in your avatar? Let's see. Burnbot, Iron Lung. Whoa, I don't know what that is. I'm not a movie guy, but sounds heavy. Oh, who would you be asking about, Adrian? Adrian's asking about Eddie Vedder. Yeah, we're in touch. I don't talk to him much, but once every 2-3 months, we'll bat some texts around. Yep. The last conversation we had via text was really funny. Let me see here. Where am I going with this? Let's see. Very cool sounding. The snow. Did you get a lot of snow where you are? DJ Trish, no. Last weekend we got ice and sleet, which kind of shut things down for about 2.5-3 days. Certainly there was one day where I couldn't leave the house. It was just too icy and too fucked up. But the next day I did leave the house. I shouldn't have because it was still really dangerous to drive. But I was going kind of stir crazy. So, but yeah, it shut us down for a couple days. But this weekend we're supposed to get actual snow, like an accumulation, 1 to 3 inches of snow or something. We'll see if that happens, but I think any kind of frozen precipitation that we get may stay around for a while because we're going to have some pretty cold temperatures for the next week or two. So anyway, we'll see what happens this weekend. Good thing is I'm pretty prepared for whatever happens, and I have a lot to do at home. So if I'm trapped at home for a couple of days, so be it. The difference between, hi, Vonna Richie. I thought the difference between Death and Black Metal, the vocals. No, I mean it's the lyrics, it's the content. It's like the difference between like I don't know. I can't think of a good a good way to describe it, but it's definitely death metal is all about death and blood and gore. Black metal is about Satanism and bad mouthing the Christians. That's black magic, black metal. You know where I'm coming from. We got over a foot here. I used to live in Alabama. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Ohio back when the world was really into snowing a lot. Like when it snowed a lot everywhere on the planet. Ohio we would get 5-foot snow drifts, 3 feet of snow. It was like it was crazy the amount of snow we got when I was a kid. I'm glad I experienced that, but as usual. Deadwax, as usual. So was I. We're supposed to get it this weekend. All we had was sleet last week. Sleet. What drug could sleet be? What drug could sleet be? Knee. Is that we are the knights that say knee? I just made a movie reference that hardly ever happens, you guys. Yeah, entire week out of school because 8 inches. Yeah. Well, if we had 8 inches here in Raleigh, North Carolina, it would shut shit down for a minute. Douglas, I don't think that's either one. I don't think either one. There's no chance that either of those things fit a Danzig. Danzig, I guess, is just, what would you call it? Kind of like hard rock punk-ish metal. Is it metal? I don't know a whole lot about Danzig's stuff, mind you. Deadwax might know more about that. But it's definitely not black metal or death metal, in my opinion. Deadwax, you leave the cocaine out of this. No, leave it out of this. Duh. Harry's Music Room is here. Harry's Music Room. I'm trying to get you and my friend Tim to talk about reel-to-reel tapes and stuff on a video. I'm thinking about having... I'm going to have some things coming up on my channel that are called theme streams where I get my screen posse up on the screen. That means I'll get, 6 or whatever people, 5 or 6 people at least who want to talk about a certain theme. And one Thursday, I'll just have a theme stream where I have a bunch of people on talking about something in particular. And I would like to do a talk about reel-to-reels because I don't have a huge collection of reel-to-reels. I mean, I have a very small collection. And I know very little about them, but I know you know about them, and I know Tim knows a lot about them. So I think it would be really interesting to do that if you're ever interested in doing that. I'd be down. And there's other themes I have in mind. In fact, if any of you guys are interested, I would be happy to do next Thursday a theme stream with a screen posse on screen with me talking about thrift stores and thrift scores, like different experiences, stories from shopping in thrift stores for music, maybe showing some really unusual, cool stuff that we found at thrift stores. I would like to do that, but like I said, I would have to have at least a few people, 2 or 3 people say, yes, we want to do this in advance. Now, of course, I could bring other people up during the stream who want to come up and talk about it and show their stuff, but I do want to have at least couple 2-3 people that say they're going to do it in advance so I could advertise it in advance, I had moved out. Yes, I was there for the blizzard of 78, I think, because I think I moved out at the end of 78. I'm pretty sure I moved out to North Carolina from Ohio in 78. Shit was crazy. Yeah. It used to be crazy there all the time. It is NC. We will get 1 to 23 inches of snow. Oh, 1 to 2 or 3 inches of snow, maybe. Well, whatever happens, I'm okay with it. Doesn't one have high-pitched vocals and the other have throaty growl? No, black metal and death metal both have the throaty growls. I mean, not all of them, but it's something that just that style of, I don't know what you would call the style of vocals. It's certainly brutal. I would say brutal vocals. Some people say Cookie Monster vocals, but there's certainly a lot of black and death metal bands who have that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's the high pitched. That could be, some black metal and death metal have high pitched vocals, but typically it's all the growly stuff these days, or at least vocals that sound like they're coming from an insane and or angry person. Or devil. Like if the vocals sound like they're coming out of a devil, it could be either black or death metal, depending on the aesthetic of the band. And there's Todd, always coming in with several highs. I just tried to put you on the screen there and it was a delay. Okay, there we go. Python, Grail. Yeah, see, one thing, Grifter, you should know about me is that I'm not really a movie person. I never watch movies necessarily. I did when I was a kid. At some point when I got into music and being in bands, I just stopped watching movies for whatever reason. I don't talk about them a lot, but I do know a few from my childhood, and that's one of them. Okay, Harry Music Room. So did I just go away for a second? Is my internet, am I lagging? Hold on. What's happening here? I think I'm lagging. All right, I'm shutting these fuckers down. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Trying to figure it out. Oh, boy. All right, I'm trying to stay in. Let me just make sure. Hold on. Let me just scroll down here and see. Hold on. I'm trying to catch up. There was a question here. Okay, so Harry, I don't know if you know how to get in touch with me via email or social media, DMs or whatever, but get in touch. Maybe we can start talking about doing that reel-to-reel one in the future, because I really want to make sure Tim's a part of it, but I don't know if he'll be ready by next week to do it. I think next week I'm going to try to do the thrift one, if anybody wants to join me for that. Yeah, let's talk via some kind of messages, Harry. That'd be really great. Harry made it, but Tim isn't here. Yeah, Tim is dealing with some horrible stuff. His dog's sick. It's very serious, I guess. So, yeah, he couldn't make it, unfortunately. Looking forward to spring. Well, I think that would be good to look forward to. I'm looking forward to that too. I hope I get to experience it. I'm not sure where I'll be in the spring, probably traveling around a lot. That John Lydon picture behind you always catches my eye. Yeah, that's a 12-inch record. That's a 12-inch record from the song Body. I want your body, I want your body, I want your body. Yeah, so I had him sign that when I met him in 2015. I have the poster for the show that I met him at over here. I waited hours after the show to meet him, and he finally came out pretty lit up, and he was in great spirits, and he signed that for me. So yeah, that's the story. And he's got natty dreads in that one there, in that photo. Detroit gave me a chance to see Nunslaughter 3 times in 6 years. Wow! I've never seen them. They were great live, Martin. They were great live. I really like it. So, oh yeah, so I'm done showing all the Nunslaughter stuff. All right, cool. Just want to make sure. I don't know what this means, but I like it. I bean nature. No, I know you meant I mean nature, but I like I bean nature too. To conjugate the verb to bean. I'm willing, just let me know. Well, yeah, I need to find out how to let you know. So if you could try to contact me, or maybe we can exchange emails. You probably don't want to put your email here or for whatever reason. I mean, I could put my email here. I don't really care. But if you just want to reach out to me, maybe direct message. I don't know if you have Instagram or whatever. But I know it's hard to contact people through their YouTube page. There used to be a little link for business inquiries, and it would lead to your email, but I don't see that much anymore. So, Harry, just reach out to me so I have some way to contact you, and we'll work that out. Bring me on the Real video. I'll tag. Okay, yeah. So I assume this is the real Vinyl Richie. Vinyl Richie, can you also reach out to me via some kind of direct message somewhere or an email? I know I had your email long ago. I might still have it. But anyway, we should reach out. I'm going to make notes to myself about the people interested in doing these theme streams. And where can I write on? Okay, here we go. Writing on this. So we got Vinyl Rich for the reels and Harry. Music room. Reels. Okay, so I'm going to, because if we have Vinyl Rich, Harry, me, and Tim, and then during the stream we just bring other people up that want to talk about reels. Because I think if I have a week or two to advertise that it's coming, then other people will find out. Oh, I got a few reels. I'll come up and talk about them. That'd be cool because I'll learn a lot because I don't know a lot about reels other than what Tim has taught me. So anyway, got it written down. I just need a way to contact you guys, and we'll try to figure that out. I would love to be in on that. Okay, what, the thrift one or the real one, B? Oh, my thrifting. Okay, I've been thrifting my whole life. All right, B, we got you. B, thrifting. B, Thurman. Thrift. Okay, good, because I think I would like to, do that every now and then just so that I have an excuse to get people on screen and talk about some shit every now and then. You know what I mean? Okay, so I want to get back to my antique mall. Maybe Trish can talk about some thrifting too. I'll rag on them, sure. Part of the fun. Blizzard of 78, Reg was there. Blizzard of Oz, how about that? I'm originally from Binghamton, New York. I do not miss the show. Yes, no. Well, it's a kid thing, I think it's for younger people. I really enjoyed it up through college and maybe a little past college, but now, as much as I want to enjoy sledding and snow, it just hurts too much. It hurts. Hey, what is this? Michael, just got silica gel in the mail. My friend and I listened to that album while making art. We both agree it's brilliant. What? Bag oil. Hold on. Do I know you? How did you get the silica? How do you know about silica gel? Anyway, guys, if you don't know, Silica Gel is a band I was in the early 90s, kind of an experimental industrial noise, found sound, electronic beats and samples stuff. It got reissued on vinyl. It was originally released in 92 or 3 on CD in very short, small pressing, like 1500. And then it got reissued as a double vinyl deluxe set in 2016 on a label that is now defunct. But I still have some of those. I wonder where you got it too. But thank you for the kind donation. And for that donation, I like to give you a little something, something. And part of that something, something are these lights here. These lights come on for such kind donations. It's the Crochet Clown Disco. The Crochet Clown's right there behind me, right there in that mass of colored lights there. And the other thing I like to do for people who so kindly donate to the cause here of running this channel and doing these things, I like to share with you a little video animation that my friend Butter Knives, aka Talia, did, and it features my friend Super Chat Charlie here. This is Super Chat Charlie, and Super Chat Charlie wants to show you something.
Lovely.
And then you know what happens? Super Chat Charlie gets his light up dollhouse toilet and his power tools, and he steals your soul. Your soul's gone, but it was worth $10, wasn't it? It was worth the $10 to get your soul stolen by a Super Chat Charlie. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Do I know you in real life? I'm gonna have to go back in the chat here and figure out if I know you. Uh-oh, hold on. I'm glitching. Oh shit. Hold on. Or that was a while ago. I was glitching. Okay. Hey, D Boom Sky, I just noticed you were here. Hey, what's up? I'm trying to say hi to everybody. I'm a skilled person. I got tricks. Okay, that would be great to get you a Guinness, a Shandy. You talking to me? Sorry, Derbex actually typed it after I noticed. Okay, so they're talking amongst each other. Oh, I love Arch Enemy. Saw Arch Enemy back in the day when the little blonde girl sang with them. I'm thinking that was probably back about 10, 15 years ago too. Oh, let me turn this shit off. And I love Arch Enemy so hard. Love them. And, members of Carcass are in Arch Enemy. Is that Cat Stevens' Numbers album on your wall? No. On the left side, Cat Stevens. No, there's no Cat Stevens up there. I don't know which one you're talking about, Trish, but there's no Cat Stevens. No, I don't own any Cat Stevens records. Just never really got into his stuff, I guess. But no, the stuff on my wall is way weirder. Okay, for instance, I'm just going to name a few that I see right here in the shot. Joan Jett, Raven, Carcass, Cheap Trick, Cyndi Lauper, Severed Heads, If Then Else, Public Image Limited, Skinny Puppy, Wall of Voodoo, Black Flag, all kinds of shit up there. The Vinyl Dreamscape. Sean, what's happening, buddy? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And Dave, the pickup artist, is here with a joke. Check this out. This me like onions, pieces, rubs. I can't. Yes, I can. I think the best BB2's album is Cosmic Thing. Every single track reminds me of summertime. I love that record. My favorite, Cosmic Thing's great. Bouncing Off the Satellites came out, and I really got into that record. Of course, the first two albums, and Mesopotamia, all that stuff. Whammy, all that stuff is great. But I was surprised how much I liked Bouncing Off the Satellites when it came out, with the great Kenny Scharf art on the cover. Now, D Boom Ska comes in with a very kind donation. YouTube D Boom Ska will get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of Crochet Clown Disco. And you know what? Since we just did the Charlie animation gift, we're going to do the Crochet Clown animation gift for your kind donation right now. Check this out. That's right. And then guess what Charlie does? Just steals your soul just like that. It's so easy for him. It's so easy for Charlie. You guys don't even know. He is so well schooled in the art of taking your soul. But thank you for that kind donation. It really does help me pay for the StreamYard and the cameras and the mics and the mic stands and all that stuff. So thank you. The first BB2s are the best. And I like how they look kind of the same. Primary colors, photo of the band. Sick. They were probably recorded all at the same time, those first two records, I think is what I heard. Legal Tender is one of my favorite BB2 songs. Yes. Lots of B-52 songs are sick. And I was so happy and lucky to be able to travel around with them last year. And we're going to do some more shows with them this year. So I really can't wait to see my friends in B-52s. I've been trading some stuff with Cindy and her husband, Keith, in the mail. I've been sending them some of my Devo stuff that I have extras of, and they've been sending me some sick B-52 stuff. I opened some of the B-52 stuff on a video I did. Oh my God. Some of the stuff they sent me was everything was cool, but some of it was like way vintage, like rare stuff. It was really sick. I was over the moon and very humbled by their gift. Now, okay. I want to, I think I'm going to go ahead and open this. I'm going to go ahead and do the mail thing. Is that good with you guys? And in doing that, I have to start with this great intro, again, done by my friends Butter Knives and Zuna Tuna, but Butter Knives did this one, and this is the mail intro. Check it out.
Mail.
And here's the mail. And I don't know where it's from. Now, international tracking. Now it says pounds, so it costs somebody pounds to mail this. So okay, I'm going to say it's from England. All right. Now, I have no idea what's in here. It feels kind of like puffy, with maybe something solid in the center. Kind of like Dead Wax's diaper. Dead Wax's diaper, y'all. DJ Trish, it's a sick song. It's gas, as they say. Just been listening to Gene Michael's. Oh yeah, oh yeah, good stuff. You guys are digging into the good shit. So here we go. Mystery mail from overseas, likely the United Kingdom. No return address. This could go horribly wrong, guys. Oh yeah, there we go. Now, drum roll, please. That's what's inside. Let's investigate further. Whoa. Okay, let's make sure the envelope is empty. Hey, we can make a puppet. We could make a damn puppet. Okay. There's that stuff too. Oh. Well, check this out. What is it? You're going to see before I see. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Lena Love Itch has the pronunciation. Now this, I believe, okay, so this was sent to me by Morgan, who, my new friend Morgan, who is in the Lena Lovitch band. He will be meeting up with us because Lena Lovitch is playing with Devo and the B-52s again next year. And he was wearing one of these shirts when he was touring with Devo, and I asked him, "Hey, are you selling those shirts?" He was like, "No, this is for a previous tour in England, but he remade some for me, and I think they're going to probably be selling these on tour, maybe." But yeah, sick, right? So did he send me? Hold on, let's see. Okay, that is a medium. I wear either a medium or a large these days, guys, and I fluctuate a little bit, but I'm trying to get to just strictly a medium. Okay, and here's a different one. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, nothing on the back of them. That's cool. Now, he asked me to, he and Lena asked me, well, I offered to help them do artwork for a new shirt if they needed one for this year. So maybe I'll still be doing that for them. I got to ask Morgan. Morgan, these are sick if you're watching, dude. If you're watching this or the replay or whatever, this is great, man. I can't wait to wear those on tour. I got new clothes for tour, guys. I love it. But kids, let me tell you something. I don't think you should ever own as many t-shirts as I own. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not healthy, but I am a victim of my own addictions to t-shirts. Here we go. Let's catch up here. Wish I could have seen the BB2s when Ricky was still alive. He was the heart of the band in many ways. Oh yeah, Sean. I mean, I didn't see them until the Love Shack tour. I saw them in North Carolina somewhere. I don't remember much about it, but I never saw them with Ricky either. Yeah, that was a huge loss for them. Randall, hey brother. Lena Lovitch just found a 7-inch of the original. What? Oh, that's cool. I found, when I was on tour with Devo and Lena and the B-52s, I came home for a few days once, went to a thrift store, found a vintage Lena Lovitch album at a thrift store. I've never found Lena Lovitch in a thrift store ever until I go on tour with them. So kind of crazy. And I believe I had Lena sign that on tour for sure. Hey, that was cool. That was for my friend Morgan. I didn't even know. I'm going to have to reach out to him and say thank you. All right. So, kids, what else do I want to talk about here? I want to mention. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the last time I did a thrift scores segment on a live stream, I meant to show you guys something I totally forgot. So I collect dumb stuff. I collect a lot of dumb stuff. Little plastic toilets like the one Charlie holds. Little plastic dollhouse toilets. This or even bigger. I have shelves of them. I don't know why. I find them all the time at thrift stores. I'm attracted to plastic toilets. I don't know. But the other thing I've been looking for in thrift stores for a few years now is plastic meat. Plastic meat, toy meat. Because, I'll show you guys. If I can here, hold on. I've got this thing here this is my meathead. This is my meathead. It's a see-through skull, and it's got a bunch of plastic meat in it, right? Hot dogs, chicken, bacon. But the latest plastic meat I found at a thrift store recently, my first hamburger patty. So now I got a hamburger patty in there. Like I got bacon, lots of hot dogs. Hot dogs is the most common. But one day it's gonna be full of plastic meat, and it'll be my meathead. All right. So that's the kind of stuff I live for. I'm not sure where your priorities are, but I can't wait. I can't wait till that thing's full of meat. Recalled hot dogs, yeah. Oh, hey, Ed and Cindy. Oh, Ed, I have a gift for you from our friend Cherry Bomb, Rusty. Next time I see you, I'll give it to you. Vinyl Dreamscape says, Doug, I saw the VV2's Wild Planet tour. Oh, wow. That must have been great, Douglas. Man, oh, man. Hey, that's a compliment. That's a compliment. He must have a really hairy chest. A very hairy chest on that Vinyl Richie guy. I know it. Mm-hmm. All right, what else? Okay, so this is great that you guys want to do the real video and the thrift video. Okay. Don't forget tomorrow, Nunslaughter live on my channel, likely in the morning. Hey, no, Meowser, what are you doing? Meowser, come here. What do you need? This is Meowser, everybody. Miss Meowser. Hi. She's one of my two girls. Her sister, Miss Cricket, is around here somewhere, sleeping, probably. Now, did you wake up hungry, honey? Is that the deal? I think she might be hungry. You have to wait just a little bit, okay? Just wait a little longer, and we'll sort you out. Okay? Oh, look at her. I think actually she wants my seat. If you guys have seen the last couple of live streams I've done, you know that she stole my seat, the seat I'm sitting in right now. She stole it right before the stream, so I had to get another little chair that's not the same height as this one, reset the camera, all that stuff. But she did not get to steal it this time because I sat here, right? I sat here for an hour before the stream started so you wouldn't steal my seat. Right? Okay. This is Meowser, one of my babies. All right. Kiff is playing tomorrow night. What? Hold on. I got to... Whoa. Don't step on anything, Meows. Okay. Kiff is playing tomorrow night with the singer from Saliva. I don't know who Saliva is. I don't know where Joey's is. Damn. I lose. Josie Scott. I don't know who that is. Oh, I thought Joey's was the club. Okay. Josie Scott. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who Saliva is. They should have just called themselves Spit or Loogie. Like Loogie. That would have been good. Saliva? Nah, man. Loogie. Don't be such a wuss. Loogie. Ken. Are you still here, Ken? Cape Cod Ken, are you still here? Anybody else in the chat who sells on eBay regularly? Sells anything on eBay regularly? I mean, music stuff is what I typically sell on eBay, but anybody else here sell anything on eBay? Because I want to tell you an eBay story if there's at least one or two people in the chat who are going to be interested in it. It's interesting for those who use it as a selling platform. Now, kid, okay, would you like to get on my lap? Would that sort you out for the time being? Come on. Get on the lap, kid. Get on the lap. I think she doesn't want to be on the lap. Okay. I sell stuff. Okay. So you guys. So I've been selling on eBay for like 27 years or something. And of course, last few years, the last 10 years certainly have been way more ramped up than the first however many years. Anyway, I'm pretty constantly adding stuff to eBay almost every day. I've got like over 2,000 items on eBay. And like I said, I've been doing it for a while. but I don't think I'm all that special in what eBay offered me. Okay, so they contacted me last year at some point and said, "Hey, look, you qualify to have 3 free phone meetings with an eBay professional about whatever you want to talk about as a seller, and we'll, give you 45 minutes with a professional, and you can do that 3 times a year." So I did it. I scheduled a phone call, and it was right before Christmas last year. Scheduled a phone call with one of these professionals, and I said what I wanted to talk about, because I never really figured out how to like run sales on my items or do certain items discounted, like 15% off on items that haven't sold in a year or more. So I asked all these questions, and man, the woman I talked to, who was, very well spoken, easy to understand person, knew exactly what she was talking about. She walked me through all these cool things on how to, make sales, offer sales to former customers or whatever, without costing a dime. Like eBay gives you these tools to use for free. I just never knew how to use them. Anyway, she walked me through how to make the sales, which I did immediately. Like while I was on the phone with her, created a few sales to run and sent them out. Then she also gave me tips like if you have at least 12 pictures in to represent the item you're selling, that's better than having just a few. If you have 12 pictures, the algorithms will pick up on your sales more than other sales, and they'll get it out to more people. And I said, well, it's really hard to take 12 pictures of some items, right? You just be overdoing it, right? And she was like, well, this is where you can add filler imagery. She didn't call it that, but I call it filler imagery. She said, just add images of like your store logo, or maybe some information about how you pack things or what your shipping setup is, how many days after the sale you'll ship. And so I just created like 7 or 8 filler images, basically describing what I sell, how I ship things. And I swear, doing those things that this woman met with me about, it was supposed to be a 45-minute call with eBay, but she let me go an hour because we were getting a lot done. And in that hour, I learned so much, and my sales have really taken off since then. So every now and then I'll go to one of these, a few of these 2,000 items I have listed and update it with all the extra imagery that she asked me to add. So it worked. And so now I have 2 other meetings, I think, or maybe 3 now. Maybe it reset since January, but I'm going to set up another meeting with them pretty soon and talk about how I can use some other tools that I don't really know how to use on eBay. But it was really helpful, and I did, Todd. It was really helpful, and I saw immediate signs of like items that were listed for years that nobody clicked on, nobody asked me about. They started selling. So I was really happy about that. I hope you told eBay person. Okay, got that. A Chapel of Bones. Yeah, I don't know. Click, click, boom. Now I know the Hives had a song, I think, called Click, Click, Boom, or something like that. Oh, it's Tick, Tick, Boom. Yeah, the Hives. Reminds me of the Hives. But yeah, I don't know Saliva. But I do know Loogie. Ooh, I'll try that. Yeah, Reg, it really does work. At least it worked for me. Yeah, Super Chat Charlie and all kinds of poses. Well, it's funny. I took some pictures of, records with people holding records on the cover, and I kind of took that image and then put it in a situation where it was like with the words, "Thanks for buying physical media," "Thanks for your business," or whatever. I just created all these images to fill space. Now, it used to be where eBay was like, you can only have 12 images. Don't go over that. And it didn't really matter that we'd only have 3 or 4 images of your item. I think they always required you to have at least 2 images, I think, or at least 1 image or something. But now the word is out. 12 images is the ticket. That's the ticket. That's the golden egg. So usually for years, dealing with eBay on any level to try to talk to somebody and get information about how to fix something or do something, it was a pain in the ass. It was almost impossible because you would get people on the phone who didn't know what they were talking about. they were hard to understand, and so it was a real pain in the ass for years to get anything accomplished with eBay tech support. But now it seems that's different. Cookie72, Tim is not here because he had to deal with a situation, I believe, with his dog, was what people in the chat told me. I guess he posted on social media or something. He just told me he couldn't show up today and he would get back to me later. So I guess he's probably dealing with a horrible pet situation, which I hope everything's okay. I'll find out as soon as he's ready to reach out to me. But yeah, and it's horrible when pets are sick. And I feel for you guys. Now, yo, thanks for posting Snooper. I'm obsessed. Man, Mikey, what's happening, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm obsessed too. For the last 2 or 3 years, ever since I met Connor in Snooper and I saw them live. Mike, once you see them live, it's all over for you. You're going to get a Snooper tattoo. I don't know if you saw the stuff they sent me. They sent me like a custom cassette player that they just made for the new album. And their new album is called Snooper Worldwide. Their first album was called Super Snooper. Both excellent works of art. Snooper is the shit. I also turned Todd onto Snooper. And according to Snooper, they will be playing Devotional this year. So hopefully that will all work out. I can't wait. Yeah, the cassette recorder is insanely sweet. Yeah, what a cool merch item. Yeah, Snooper has it together, man. And they're busy these days, touring like crazy. I think they're playing in California tonight, maybe LA, maybe San Francisco, something like that. Yeah, Snooper, one of my new favorite bands. And Mikey, if you like Snooper, you may like a band called Prison Affair. Look up Prison Affair. I believe they're from I want to say Brazil or Belgium or something like that. I think Brazil. And then also look up a band called PAL, P-A-L, from Ohio. They played Devotional last year. They're also friends with Snooper, and they kind of are in the same vein as Snooper, but different. You'll see. Look up PAL. They have some releases out, and they're pretty active. So PAL, PAL. Still waiting to hear back from Nick about doing my stuff there. Yeah, he's busy. Yeah, it's kind of early in the game to be solidifying all the bands at this point. I don't even know the date. I don't even know the date of the damn event yet. So we'll get there. B. Sweet. Will do. Yes. I believe you will love him. Yes. Here we go. Pal. Awesome. The show was tight. Yeah. So B was there to see Pal play Devotional. They were super cool. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you guys. I'm just drinking water tonight because I did have some drinks at Nunslaughter last night. I had me some drinks. And it was funny. This has happened a few times to me when I've gone out late night around here in Raleigh over the past maybe year or 6 months. Like last night was another case where I was out after the Nunslaughter show. Like I think we got home like 10:30. My friends dropped me off at 10:30, and I really wasn't ready to just go to bed or get back to work at home. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just take a walk outside. I know it's like 20 something degrees, but I'm just going to take a walk so that I'm, a little more tired and I feel like going to bed when I get back. So I was going to walk to this bar that's, maybe a 10 or 15 minute walk, maybe a 20-minute walk from my house. And it was cold, and I didn't really wear winter clothing because I was just like, whatever. I got liquor in me. I'm good. I'm warm enough. So I was walking, and as I'm walking, I'm getting farther and farther from my house, block by block. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? It's cold. I don't know if I want to walk all this way. I should just turn back. But then I was like, no, there's a reason I'm doing this. I'm going to walk. And as soon as I pushed myself that last time to just go and walk, a friend of mine named Victoria pulls up in her van. Hey, sweetie, where are you going? Anyway, this has happened many times. If I go for a walk after my stream and I'm forcing myself to take that late night walk because I need the exercise or whatever, if I push myself enough past all the inclinations of turning back around and going home, somehow Victoria always drives up in her van and she's like, get in, where do you want to go? Let's go get a drink. Let's go get some food. So that's what happened last night. So I was out till about midnight or 12:30 with her. And that was really cool. And it's, like I said, happened several times where she saves me from some walk I don't really want to take, but I force myself to, and then boom, she appears out of nowhere. Pretty cool. I have not had alcohol in 4 weeks. Well, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, Deadwex, but if that's a good thing, then that's great. If you just haven't had it because you haven't found any, you haven't been able to go to the grocery store or whatever, I feel for you. But I typically only drink Well, I always only drink when I'm with people socializing. Like I consider this socializing. So that's why I drink on stream. But if I'm alone, I don't drink. I just don't drink at all if I'm by myself. It's just no point because it makes me want to socialize. You know what I'm saying? What do you think of the Chesterfield Kings? I don't know anything about them. I mean, I've heard their name. I think they're like a really old band, like from the 60s, maybe. Like garage rock, maybe. What? Psych? What are they? Dead Wax. I found out that drinking really doesn't do it for me last New Year's. Kind of really depressed and threw up for 30 minutes. Well, there was a way to do it and a way not to do it, I guess. And, you know, I'm not fond of being so drunk that I puke or get hungover, but I'm pretty good at avoiding that. Garage Revival. Okay, so it's a more recent band that models itself after older bands. I got you. I don't know much about the whole garage thing. I know that you are an aficionado on that stuff, Dead Wax. I had one screwdriver. Wait, you got drunk on one screwdriver? Wait, there's something wrong with you. I think you probably threw up because it was orange juice, the acidic acid in that shit. Oh, that'd make me puke. I can't really drink orange juice. Yeah, I think that can't be from one screwdriver unless somebody put something in there. One screwdriver, you can't put enough alcohol in a screwdriver, I think, to cause that. Yes, there are many things wrong with me. That's why we're here together. We all share that. I mean, I remember the days in college when I was not very skilled at drinking, and I would find myself in those times where I was like, I am never drinking again. This is awful. I never want to feel like this again. Yeah, happens very rarely in my life, thank God. Somebody put something in my drink. Wait, put something in my. Oh, that was that. Yeah, I don't think I liked that Ramones song very much for some reason. I think it was something with his vocals I didn't like, the way they were produced or something. Maybe I should listen to it again. Ramones rock, of course. Yeah. Nanners. What? Why are we talking about bananas? Wait a second. I'm not sure why we're talking about bananas. Bananas. Oh, B says, my cardiologist told me I have heart of a 50-year-old. Yeah. Don't now you can get beyond that. Lifestyle change, B. Don't be 50 before you need to be. Yeah. There was something wrong with the way he was doing it for that. It sounded kind of like a puppet or something. It sounded kind of like he was forcing it. I don't know. I just didn't. I thought it was weird. I was like, is this a joke? That can't be how it sounds. I'm trying not to. Try harder. Take a 4-mile walk 3 times a week. Maybe he just meant you have a big heart, B. Yeah, probably. That's probably the case. Because all 50-year-old men have huge hearts. Howdy, Mrs. Surf Mama. Well, that's a good way to put it. I do what I can. I just know after devotion I needed a cane for a couple of days. You need to get it together. You're never going to survive to be as old as me and Dead Wax if you don't get it together. I still don't need a cane, but I do. I do feel some pain. You know, it's actually the less I walk. Like if I don't take these walks downtown a few miles, you know, a few times a week, then yeah, my joints hurt, my back hurts, my ankles hurt. It comes from sitting like this, working, and not using those things that much. And then when I try to use them, they're like, ow, ow, ow. But if I walk pretty regularly, those things go away for the most part, which is intriguing. Hello, Arturo. What's happening? How's it going? I'm glad you're here. I dig your cat avatar. B, I take walks every day if I can. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm sure there are ways to combat that, B, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine, buddy. Yeah, I'm so glad to meet you, B, and I've met so many people through devotional, through Devo shows, and through this stream. It's very cool to meet you guys face to face. I like it. I met a few people at the Nunslaughter show last night. that recognized me from social media or whatever, and it was cool to meet them for the first time at a Nunslaughter show. That's the best place to meet anybody, I think. It's a good story every time. Where'd you guys meet? Nunslaughter show. I think that's sick. That is sick. Quite excited for devotional. Well, aren't we all? Every year for 25 years. Today, this year will be the 26th year. Sure is hard to keep coming up with t-shirt ideas, but we'll do it. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I hope everything works out. We're in the planning stages. It's the stressful part of devotional for me is the planning stages. So we're getting it together. Everyone. So I'm gonna reach out to sometime in the next few days. I'll reach out to Vanna Ritchie and Harry and B. And we'll figure out when we're going to do these theme streams. Dave, the pickup artist, has another joke. You guys, are you ready? Here we go. Doctor once gave me 6 months to live, paid my bills, and he gave me another 6 months. Reminds me of a Dead Kennedys song. Trust your mechanic. That song taught me a lot when I was a kid. V Therma t-shirt themed after that Virgin 750. Yes. The answer is yes. The answer is yes to that. I'm going to try to go thrifting tomorrow because it might be the last non-snowy, icy day I have to do so to get out of the house. So I may find some stuff tomorrow that we can talk about next Thursday. I might be able to get this thrift theme stream ready for next Thursday. So I hope I can find more of you interested in taking part of that. Because I think right now with Vanna Ritchie and Harry, and if we can get Tim, we'll have our reel-to-reel theme stream manned up. But I need to get a few more people who are into the thrift thing. Now, Tim's very good at the thrift story thing. I'm going to try to get my friend Ken up here. He does a lot of estate sales, which I don't do a whole lot of. So I'd like to hear his comments on that. So anyway, I'll try to sort this out. A good old theme stream, the first of its kind on this channel, may take place next Thursday. Douglas says, I heard them on the radio. The Mighty Manfred Show plays latest. Oh, okay. I've heard of the Dolly Rots before. I may have even seen the Dolly Rots perform. I can't remember. Yeah, I remember the radio. I haven't listened to the radio in a long time. Deadbox, I'll need a valve replacement at some point. I was telling growing up, it won't be a long time. Valve replacement. That sounds something. But they probably can do that shit so easily these days. Jeez. Everything's like, easy peasy, isn't it? Shouldn't it be with lasers and stuff we got and all the magic we have, technological magic we have? Hopefully, it's just ain't nothing but a thing. Hopefully, it ain't nothing but a thing, y'all. Well, part of the reason I don't go to the doctor because I don't want to find out what's wrong with me. So, I feel like I'm in pretty good health. It's definitely a lot, but it's nothing I can't handle. That's the way. That's the way, B. Thurman. You tell them. Hell yeah. Thursday thang up in here. That's right. Here we go. There you go. B. Purpose and connectivity. That'll get you through. That'll get you through. So, anybody here, can anybody tell me? I can't believe Peter Graves didn't show up today. I just want to talk to him. Can anybody tell me the next concert you're going to see? Besides some friend of mine's band that's playing in 10 days or so, besides that, I really have no shows planned until I go on tour. Kind of on purpose, but I'm sure something will pop up that I'll have to go to. I fell 30 feet on the solid ground. I'm doing. I can do this too. Hey, another thing on your list of Cat with 9 Lives and shit like that. Oh, okay. Look, I've seen Barry Manilow in concert back in the day. It was hilarious. It was great. I saw him back in the, I want to say 90s, maybe early 90s. He was funny. He was funny. He was funny. And what we did was we didn't mean it. We weren't trying to hassle Barry Manilow, but we did take a bunch of little kids' underwear. They were called underoos at the time, and they had printed stuff on them like army stuff or sports stuff. And we brought a bunch of kids' underwear and threw it on stage because we thought women would be throwing their panties on stage. I guess we had heard that happens at Barry Manilow concerts. So we brought little kids' underwear and threw it on stage. Brand new, of course, right out of the package. So that was my Barry Manilow concert story. But it was really good. I enjoyed it. I think he told a couple of, blue jokes between songs. Drop the F-bomb, I think. I remember a couple times. And his accent's great. I love his accent. Trying to get tickets to Circle Jerks and Lagwagon. I definitely know Circle Jerks. I'm not familiar with Lagwagon. That's probably 90s punk. I didn't do a whole lot of 90s punk. But yeah, Circle Jerks, great band to see live. Devo Phoenix in the Pee Wee Netflix LA show. Yeah, I'll see you there, I'm sure. They're both playing in Honolulu. Oh, wow. What a place to see a show. Whores. I love Whores. We saw the Whores together, grown man. Mikey, gosh, they're playing again. Oh, COC too. Whoa, I haven't seen COC since Reed passed away. So, yeah, April, I'm not going to be in this part of the country, I'm sure. I'm going to be all other places. I saw Elton John a few years back on his farewell tour. That was a hell of a show. I've never seen, that's a great story if you're interested. Well, I've never seen Elton John, but I know Elton John did play a private corporate party that Devo played many years ago. It was at Cow Palace in San Francisco. Some corporation had rented out, I guess, the entire Cow Palace, which I think is multiple big circus tent stages. And Joan Jett was playing in one, Devo was playing in one, and Elton John was playing in one. Those are the three bands playing the thing. So that was sick. I think I saw a few minutes of Elton John, but he was playing really close to when Devo was playing, so I couldn't hang out there, but I did watch a little bit. Wow. You and driving. You're good at driving. Todd, go. I'm sure it'll be fun. Go see Massive Hot Dog Recall in Akron. They're always good. You're going to see 9 Inch Nails. You know, I was never a fan of them, but I did think it was a great name for a band. I thought their band should have been noisier and scarier using a name like that. But I could see if you didn't grow up with Skinny Puppy and stuff like that, and the early first wave of industrial, I could see how people would be attracted to 9 Inch Nails. But to me, it was like a little watered down version of like Skinny Puppy or Ministry, all that stuff. It was just a little, I think Trent Reznor was a little too good looking to be in an industrial band or something. Honolulu, Kalawakawara Street. Steve knows. Well, look at that. That's a good story. He then ticket messaged me 2 VIP Elton John tickets. Wow. Well, hopefully the wife didn't cheat on him with Elton John. That would have been a little tricky. So that's cool. Well, that's a good way to get tickets to a show, I guess. I mean, at least the guy didn't throw them away. He wanted somebody to enjoy them. That's pretty good. Cookie. Wait, Cookie. Okay, yeah. So I don't think I can go to the show tomorrow because I have way too much to do before it snows this weekend. But yeah, I gotta give you your gift from Rusty at some point. It's nothing huge. It's just something she sent me. So for you. Wait, what's going up? Oh, Mordecai, what's happening? I'm wearing your shirt, dude. This is the great person who got me this shirt. Thanks, buddy. So that's what's going up in this mofo. Thanks for being here, man. So Meowser, are you okay? Meowser's sitting over here acting like, come here. Everybody wants to see you. You're so cute. Come here, buddy. Sleeping, standing up. What's you sleeping, standing up for? There we go. Look at this little one right here. Oh, let me get this comment off the screen so you can see the beauty of Miss Meowser here. Looks good on you. Well, thank you, Ken. That's very kind of you. Look at Miss Meows here. Hi, pretty girl. This is the one sister that was kind of, for the longest time, would not look like an adult cat. Kept looking like a kitten. Kind of still has a kitten look about her, more than her sister. But for the longest time, her eyes were really big, like kitten eyes. I don't know what it was, but she looked like a kitten for most of her life. And she still kind of does. A sleepy kitten. That's right. Cats, not kids, y'all. Important. Important. Let me just say, if we do have these theme streams, which we will, or we have several people on screen, it doesn't mean that we won't at some point, devolve into the noise that we do sometimes as a finale to the streams. We can still do that. See how it goes. Yay, cats. Woof. Hi, Meowser. Yeah. Miss Meowser's a sweetie. Look at her. She's being very patient, waiting for me to end the stream so I could get her whatever she needs. You probably already have food in there. You're just being picky about the flavor. Is that the deal? Kids, man. Glad I don't have them. That's right. Devo Tour, please, if you're interested in knowing the current confirmed dates, I'm going to put a link in the chat here. And you can go here. There it is, Devo live dates, clubdevo.com tour. You can go there and see the current confirmed dates for Devo 2026. I will be at those shows. So would love to meet up with you, some of you people, especially the ones I haven't met ever for the first time. But so we're going to be traveling around. Also, I was mentioning my eBay store. And in case any of you are curious to what I sell, again, it's a lot of physical media, music, records, tapes, CDs, music, collectibles, pop culture stuff for the most part. So here's my eBay store. The store is called Obsesso Collectibles. So you can go check it out. Maybe you'll find something you fancy. I've been chatting with David Kendrick. He's out in France. Oh yeah, he's throwing his juju again. Man, he's been doing a lot of work with them the last few years. That's really cool. He's a great guy. I love David Kendrick. David Kendrick, if you didn't know, drummed for Devo for a spell in the late 80s, early 90s. He also drummed for the Sparks. Most importantly, the Sparks. If you don't know Sparks, not the Sparks, if you don't know Sparks, you should look them up. They've been around forever, and they're awesome. I was lucky enough to see the Sparks twice in my life. Once was in the 80s when they opened for Rick Springfield. I remember very little about that because I was very young. And then recently, a few years ago, I saw them here in Raleigh at a very small theater venue, which I got a lot of it on video. It's on my YouTube page somewhere. A really great show. I was like right in the front row for a lot of it. Dave's a real cool dude. Yep. He's always good with all the Devo fans, and he always comes to devotionals when he can. He's a very cool guy. And he collects condoms. So there's that. I've provided him with some collectible condoms in my day. I think I gave him a glow-in-the-dark one, basically. I find weird shit, and I send it to him sometimes. Okay. I think Vinyl Richie has one, gently used. Gently used. Yep. Call Vinyl Richie. Gently used. Samples in the same value. So yeah, well, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Or maybe you just make him angry and make him beat his drums around, and then you could record it on the sly. So just make sure he's holding drumsticks. Make sure you make him upset, and then he'll do some percussion shit on something, hopefully. Hey, I just got a winter storm watch warning on my computer. That's great. Hey, I like this emoji guy there. I've never seen him before, but I like it. That's a good tattoo idea. Crazy. You guys, I'm working on this really big video project that I've been trying to do for 2 or 3 years. And it's going to be telling a story, a really important story from my childhood that not a lot of people know about. It's really interesting and funny, and it's going to be quite a thing to put together. And I think once I get it together and you see it, you'll know why. But it's a really cool story that everybody here is going to enjoy. They're going to be surprised, and they're going to be like, holy fuck, how does that happen? But yeah, it changed my life, this thing that happened to me when I was a teenager. and I have lots of proof audio wise, and I have people that made it happen from back in the day. They're going to be coming joining me on a video to talk about it. And I don't want to give you much more information, pardon me, because you won't understand anyway. I just have to. It's one of these things where I don't tell a lot of people about it because it's hard to explain what it was and how it came about and what my role was in it and what it did for my life. It's hard to explain it without just going through every little detail and letting you hear audio clips of what it's, you're going to like it. I'm working on it, and I have to find a couple more bits of things in my attic before I am ready to put the whole thing together, but can't wait to tell you guys about this. Let's see. Dude, seeing what he can do to his drums and lovely. Okay, yeah. Dave Kendrick, man. I got you, man. B, I got you. I like David Kendrick. So, okay. Dead Wax, you wouldn't want to be part of the thrift stream, would you? Because you do thrifting, right? I would like to get your stories and share some thrift talk with you if I could. But yeah, let me know if anybody's interested in doing the thrift thing next Thursday. Thrift scores and thrift stores. Stories about rescuing, anything really, but physical media music would be where I would be focusing. I would really appreciate it, Dead Wax, if you could. I'll reach out to you before then. Wait a second. Don't forget, Animal Control is on tonight on TV. Oh, I don't have a TV. I haven't had a TV in like 10 or 12 years. I don't watch TV on my computer. I don't even know how to. I don't have streaming services like Netflix or anything like that. I just don't watch stuff like that. My cats will be watching my ass sleep tonight. I can't walk tonight. I did a lot of walking last night, so I'm not going to walk tonight. So probably going to be going to sleep pretty soon after the stream. What is TV? Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, it goes deeper. Like I don't watch a screen very much. If I watch somebody's YouTube stream, it's usually, and I know a lot of people do this, it's usually just on in the background as I'm working. So I'm not really watching it. It's just kind of like makes me feel like I'm in the room with people, I guess. Makes me feel not quite so lonely. So that's how I watch live streams. So I don't really watch the screen. I just more like kind of take it in, I guess. I don't know. But I'm not a TV watcher. I'm not a screen watcher. I'm not a movie watcher. For the most part, if I'm watching a screen, I'm working. And if I'm not working, I'm not watching the screen. Typically. Saw Sparks in 75. Douglas, man. You got some stories. You should talk about these things on your YouTube channel. You should do videos about this stuff. I'm sure you have some great 20 minute stories that would be great content for your channel. I'm telling you. Warp Dog says the local Salvation Army store. So you go thrifting a lot, Warp Dog. Do you want to, Record Hound? Do you want to come on stream and talk about your thrifting scores and your thrift store stories? Because we could do that next Thursday if you're available. If you could please contact me via direct message on social media or my email, it's out there. If you want to just contact me and let me know you're interested, then I can start getting everybody together for this thing for next Thursday. Okay. Talius 5534. Cover Devo 2019. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but yes. What, a cover song that Devo did in 2019? You covered Devo in 2019? You bought some Devo covers, bed sheets in 2019? I don't know. If you could expand on that, I could talk about it with you. But yeah, let's all send good vibes, certainly to Tim, my friend Tim, who may be having some animal health issues in his family. Also to our good friend Roxy, Grandpa. She just got through a very hard time saying goodbye to one of her beloved family members, her cat Dougie. So let's send good vibes to these people, because for me, pet deaths and pet sickness and pet stress brings me down more than anything in my whole life. Even, I know it's weird, even the death of my parents was a far less impactful thing for me than losing my pets. So I get how these people feel, and I feel for them. Sending love to Tim and Grandpa Roxy Dot. All right, send positive vibes to them. Right? Yeah, Bella is Tim's dog. Right, for sure. Yep. Yes, please do. Oh, time out for fun. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'd like to hear your cover of that. Do I know you in real life? Talias. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not really good with speaking and thinking. Hi, Cricket. How you doing? So you guys are both on me now. This is Cricket. This is Meowser's sister. This is she's kind of like the older sister. That's the vibe she gives off. She's always kind of taking care of Meowser, and then the big sister kind of vibe. Even though Cricket's the craziest one. Cricket, come here, buddy. Don't knock that down. That's not what I want you to do right now. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Look at her. This is what she likes to do. She likes to rub her lips and her mouth on things all the time. Good, soft kitty. Yeah, that's right. That's Cricket. Great band out of Austin. Hold on. Who are you talking about there? Who are you talking about? Great band out of Austin. What's the great band out of Austin, Mordecai? I might do Thrift, Michael. Okay, Gilbert or Douglas, can you reach out to me via direct message on social media or email? Again, these things can be found by Googling me. I'm sure my email's out there, easy to find. Go to any of my websites to find an email. You can go to divaobsesso.com, ithrewup.com, thorcentral.net. All of those sites, you can contact me. But please reach out to me in the next couple of days saying that you're interested. And then I'm going to get everybody together and confirm with everybody who's interested to do it. And then we will we'll announce it. And then you'll have a few days to get together things to show and tell. That'll be really fun. I really look forward to doing that. So let's, okay. Randy, TV is tit venting. Okay. I think Record Hound's tits are hanging out, which is good. What's going on out there, kids? I hear some noise outside my house. Thrift chat will be fun. Yeah, it'll be on-screen music nerds, thrifting whores, talking about their experiences and their finds. I think that'd be really fun. And it'll challenge me to go into my collection and find, thrift scores that I haven't talked about on my channel yet, maybe from years ago. So, because I tend to talk about recent ones on my live streams or whatever, but I'm going to try to dig deep for some thrift scores. So, so let's make it a point. Anybody who wants to join me on a theme stream chat about reel-to-reel tapes, contact me. We've already got a couple people for that one, and also the thrift one. Now, the thrift one's going to happen before the reel-to-reel one because I want my friend Tim to definitely be ready to join us on that. So we'll have the thrift one next Thursday, and then maybe soon after that we'll have the other one. And I could do these theme stream ones twice in a row, 2 Thursdays in a row. I don't care. So yeah, please reach out to me, people, because I really want to absolutely confirm that people are going to do this with me before I advertise that it's going to happen, because that would suck. For nobody to show up on screen and I'm sitting there going, okay, do I got to talk about this by myself? That would be bad. So tit venting is a thing, and I didn't know that. I'm learning something almost every day. All right. Anything else that anybody wants to throw at me in the chat before we call it a day here in 11 minutes? The cats are sweating me kind of right now. Cats are sweating me. Passive aggressively, but they are sweating me. Cricket, just chill. Oh, the Love variants. Oh, okay. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Oh, it's your son's band. Oh, okay, right on. Right on. Good that your son's into that, creating music and stuff. Come here, buddy. Cricket, come here. Do I need to pick you up? Come here. Oh, you doth protest. Look at her. Look at her. Look at my baby Cricker Bear. This is my baby Cricker Bear. She's kind of the alpha sister in a lot of ways. She's the least social with humans right off the bat. She has to really know you to approach you, but she's probably the smarter one. I think this one over here, Meowser, might be a little touched. hence why she acts like a kitten all the time. A little bit not the most graceful cat over here. Kind of a different animal, this one over here. Bill, have you heard of Animal Requiem? No, I have no idea what that is. And Rachel Fuller, I have no idea. That is news to me, Bill McKenzie. Let's see. Michael, do you collect books? No. Well, I collect books, but mostly it's all music related or art related. I like autobiographies by musicians, Cab Calloway, David Lee Roth, RuPaul, John Lydon, got that kind of stuff. But yeah, mostly art and music are the books that I collect. Satanic Bible, have one of those or two of those. That kind of stuff. Weird stuff, music stuff, art stuff, dumb stuff. Not intellectual stuff. White socks like my kitty. Yeah, both sisters have little white feet. Meowser's got more kind of bunny rabbit feet. Her back feet are way bunny rabbit feet. Cricket are more just like little mittens. This one has full knee socks on the back legs. Full on knee socks. Oh, guys. I've been doing the last few streams sitting down, which I usually do streams standing up. I got to tell you, man, it hurts more doing streams sitting down. If I'm sitting down for 2 hours, it starts to hurt my knees and my ankles. Ow! I feel old. Oh, Christ. But yeah, Douglas, books, man. Here's another thing with books is like they take up a lot of room and they're heavy. And so I try not to bring a whole bunch of new books in the house most times, but because all my bookshelves are fucking full. They're full. I'm starting to use other things as bookshelves because they're so full. So, hoarding, I might be guilty of a little of that, but it's more archiving in my case. Oh, wait. I don't have a computer, but I use my iPhone. Oh. Don't have a computer. That's crazy. I could not survive. I could not make a living without several computers, that's for sure. And none of my computers are state of the art. Certainly, all of them are very old. But without them and the programs they give me, the graphics programs especially, and the streaming stuff, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do for a living. But yeah, I'm so glad you guys all showed up on this Thursday. Another stream from home. I'm glad to be getting back into these things since I was touring so much last year. Finally back into the swing of things. Of course, that won't last forever. I'll be leaving again in March or April. So we'll do all we can. And I really appreciate you guys showing up. And for the new people that showed up, thank you. It really does help us for you to hit that like button. If before you leave tonight, you could hit the like button, it just would really help everything we're trying to do here and meeting new people. That's the main goal of this channel for me. I was never very comfortable with getting on YouTube and streaming and having a camera pointed at me. I was never very comfortable with that. But when I started realizing how many friends I was making and connections I was making through this thing, then it became apparent that I was going to have to keep doing it for whatever reason. So thanks for making it possible for me to meet other people and for you guys to meet other people as well. I know some of you have met on this channel and have met then face to face and become real friends. So I dig that a lot. I think that's important, especially in this day and age. And I'm just going to see what we're up to in likes right now. Hold on. I'm just curious how we're doing today. I haven't really been checking on this. I've been running my mouth the whole damn time. So let's see here. How many likes do we have? And is it almost what we have? Oh, yeah. Okay, great. Doing great on the likes, you guys, because currently right now near the end of the stream, we have just even more likes than people are watching at this point. So that's great. But if you haven't clicked it, please do. It does help the algorithms think that we're great in some way and that we need to be shared to other freakified people. Guys, it's almost time for me to help you out with your food quest, okay? Look at, they got their backs turned toward me. They're giving me some shade right now. See Cricket? See how she's like got her back turned? That's your sister scratching over there. Everybody's trying to get my attention now. Okay. We'll shut it down. Wait, my RIP restoration program is on my computer still running Windows. Oh, yeah. The only reason I have Photoshop and Dreamweaver, which I use to update all my old websites, the only reason I have those programs is because I have a really old laptop in this other room that still runs them. The laptop, if I move it, it's going to fall apart and not work anymore. It's got literally wires hanging out of it. It's got duct tape on it. It's just held together by sheer luck and miracle rock and roll energy. But without it, I would not be able to do all the graphics I do every day. I would not be able to do my shitty little HTML site updates. So old computers, man, I live by them. I understand an old broke ass computer can be very, very, very important. So, all right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. My cats are hassling me. I really appreciate the fact that you guys came out. Again, please come next Thursday where we will likely have a theme stream with my screen posse, and we'll be talking about thrift stores and thrift scores. I'm really looking forward to that. I'll start digging through stuff so that I got stuff to show you. You guys, I will leave you on this quote that I've often said in my live streams and in my videos, and I do mean this. Wait a second, B's got this. Fuck yeah, old computers. Computer technology peaked until, yeah, well, I'm not smart enough to know when it peaked, but I just know that shit I have is old. Wait, I have CSX and 5 months. What? I don't know if that would even work on my old computers, honey, but if it does, I'd be glad to use it. I mean, that's really cool of you. Maybe I could do some research and email me and let me know exactly what you have, and I'll try to do some research to see if it works with my computer, because that might be, I mean, if it works with one of these computers here, if I can put it on one of these newer computers rather than that old one, that would help. But yeah, thanks for the offer. Okay, it will work. I'll work on it. Okay, cool. So anyway, the quote that you guys have heard me say many times. I want you to know that there are rock and roll gods who have left me with very many dreams come true in my life. So the quote is, may the rock and roll gods bless you as they've blessed me. And I mean that. And come along with this next Thursday. I'll be posting None Slaughter Live tomorrow morning. Again, thank you all for coming here and supporting this channel in any way. See you soon. Meet you face to face on the Devo tour. That's my goal. Cricket, you want to say goodbye? Cricket, quit being a punk. Come here. I know. Here, come say bye. Okay, Cricket's going to say bye, you guys. There she is. Oh, I know. There she goes. She says bye, and she says, hurry up, Michael, feed me. See you guys later. And as Jeff says here, rock on. All right? Till next time, be good and be evil. Right, Cricket? Hail Bear. See you guys later.